Hey you. Yeah, you in the back. If you are a loyalist, you should skip this video, because it's going to get heretical. It's about a little project. I started with those two kits you see, and I wanted to paint and convert everything into a similar style like Darktide. I builded everything up, but this is where I'm at painting wise. I also converted some Age of Sigmar miniatures for the command squad. Thanks to the contrast paints of GW, I finished most of the army in one evening.
Nice.
I also gave some of them more love, with a couple of free hands and a glow effect or both. As you can see, all of them have Nurgle's rot on their bases. This should give the feeling for the whole army to come from the same place, and give a sense of unity in this chaos-infested regiment. I bet you feel like you killed this guy before. So today I finally decided to try to get closer to finishing this project by starting with this beauty. I also added some chaos stuff to the Lehman Rust and also magnetized it, so I can change the weapons if I feel like it. I can also just recommend magnetizing your tanks and vehicles, because it will give you much less things to worry about in the future. So before I can start painting this beauty, I need to take off the turret and weapons, so I can paint everything separate from each other. As you can see, I already primed everything in black, so I can start applying the base coat. The base coat I applied is Nightlord's blue. I chose this color because I want to combine the force in the future with some Nightlords as allies that maybe suppress the soldiers to fight under them. All the metal parts were base coated with Citadel Leadbelcher. I kept it simple so I could get faster to the more fun parts of the painting step. Some parts were also left black for a purpose. After the main base coat's done, I started to dry brush the hull with silver. Just because I'm not a big fan of edge highlighting, I also put the weapons back in place. Now I just gave everything a quick wash with a mixture of skeleton horde and a medium to give everything a more used and a dirty look in general. Now I could finally do some more interesting stuff like free hands. I did a couple on each side and also on the main turret. I almost forgot to put the red hand symbol. That should show the alliance to the Nightlords on the turret. Now I just did some weathering with some light blue and bright silver to show the missing maintenance of the tank. Here I just show the progress so far under a different lighting to show more of the weathering I did. Now I did a couple more things at a time. First of all, I clipped something of the top because I thought it was a bit too much. Then I did more weathering and added some Nurgle's rot to the tracks. I also finished the skulls and the dead person on the tank. Again, under a different lighting. I also think that I'm fine with the way it is now. Now I just need to varnish and call it done. Here is the tank next to the other finished miniatures I painted, and I have to say it looks really heretical. Now I just have to paint up the command squad, and the army is fully painted. I bet you're asking yourself, how could this be a full army? Well, it is, but not for what you may think. I started this project with 2nd edition in mind. Why not 10th, and why even bother with something so old? Well, the current edition is in a state that's not that enjoyable for me right now. I more tend to like things that are lore accurate, and I'm also missing more realism. 2nd edition gives me all of this. Also, you need way less miniatures. Here's the list that I created for 2nd edition. Now at the end I want to tell you guys that you should look at the history of 40,000, and you might find some things that you never thought you would be missing from the universe we all love. So until next time, see you.